so crazy.
For tonight, because I think it's gonna be a good one, and it kind of just dives into, I wouldn't necessarily say the Black community aspect, but it kind of goes into relationship and dating, and how a lot of women think that they shouldn't listen to men. But I gotta be 100% honest with y'all. A lot of y'all need to start listening to men, but I'll give y'all the context on why I say that. So let's listen to this, and then I'll give my thoughts about it. And shout out to JB Reacts too, bro. He's doing crazy numbers over there on his platform as well. So I just want to give a quick little shout out, give a quick little round of applause for him, big dog. Appreciate the follow. So let's go ahead and get into it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and if you actually want to support the channel, the link is in the comments and also pinned in the description as well. Let's get it, big dog.
You can't control all the freaky deakies out there. Yeah, he did that. You can't control him, but like I said, we're not really talking about those type of guys. We're talking about the guys that you actually bring into your life on the character that you bring out to them. We're not talking about, you see how when Freaky Deaky came out and recorded you, other guys stepped in to protect you?
No other guy stepped in to protect me.
You said the whole cast came out.
I said one of the niggas who he was in front of said, "Hey, why you recording me?" And he told that nigga, "I'm not recording. I'm recording her."
He could have got his ass whooped.
Range shut down, meaning that when I started cussing the nigga out for recording me, everybody was trying to get the hell on. There ain't nobody came to my rescue. I was my own rescue.
Cut could have got his. The one that's you said the dude in front of you said something to the other guy.
The dude said something to the guy who was recording because he thought the guy was recording him. And Buddy whispered to him, like, "No, I'm not recording you," because the nigga was turning up, like, "Nigga, you weird. Why you recording me?" And then the nigga was like, "No, I'm not recording you, bro. I'm recording her." And when I heard him say that, that's when I went off. Like, "Nigga, why you recording me? I'm literally taking my skates off."
Hey, fam, why y'all niggas in the bathroom, bro? Who that? What's his name? Mixed. What's that name? What's his name?
What the DJ? What?
Mine _ Tank and Mike Low 31. Why y'all in the bathroom, bro? Y'all ain't got no other place y'all can go besides the bathroom? Kind of weird, man, to be on a live stream and y'all sitting in the bathroom, dog. What's going on, man?
What the DJ did?
The DJ cut the music and started going down the stairs. It was time for him to go.
Okay, ultimately, you still got protected in some form of fashion. But like I said, we're not talking about the creepers out there. Most guys are freak. Most guys are freaky. I'm not gonna sit right here and act like most guys ain't freaky, man. Most guys are freaky. Y'all need to. I'll be honest, bro. Y'all need to actually understand guys' nature. I'm not saying a guy should do the freaky shit.
Okay, so if you say guys are freaky, why is it why is it such a problem when a woman is loving herself and loving what she is coming into?
Man, oh my gosh. Just because why do y'all always do that? Why do y'all ladies always do that, bro? Just because you love yourself. Loving yourself is also having respect for yourself too. Do you understand that? Loving yourself is also not putting yourself in compromising positions. If you know you don't want certain type of attention, you're gonna make sure that you don't put yourself in that position. You don't put yourself in that type of light to get that type of attention that you don't want. So, even if you are a voluptuous woman and you got a big trunk back there, and it's hard for you to cover it up. But the thing is, you're going to do the best you can to try to cover it up for the most part. You're not going to be walking around here in booty shorts. You're not going to be walking around here with a hot top on, your belly showing, and then you got a spaghetti strap on shirt on, rocking around talking about it's hot girl summer because I'm fit. I done got fit. I be in the gym. I can show myself off. Now I can twerk everywhere and I can show my thing off. Did you know that majority of the people who love and enjoy my content are not subscribers? By subscribing, it ensures that you never miss any more live streams, tips, or hot topics. Plus, the support that you give, it allows me to continue to keep giving you the content that you love. So if you gain any value here, be sure to subscribe right now. And let's get back to the video. Just because I done got fit, I feel confident about myself. Nah, cover that shit up. Especially, let me set the precedent by saying this. If you a bumper busser, this conversation ain't for you. If you a bumper busser, this conversation is not for you. But if you like men, and at some point you want to get married, you want to have children, you want to have the nuclear family, you know, you want to say I do to a man, you want to be in a committed relationship to that man, you need to listen to what men are saying and start adhering to that shit that they're saying. And stop thinking that it's always about you and that you can do whatever the fuck you want to do without the consequences to come with it. Because there's always consequences to your action. If you dress a certain way, you're going to be looked at a certain way. I don't care how you feel about it. If you want to dress like a thought pocket, guess what? You're going to be looked at as a thought pocket, and they're going to approach you like a thought pocket, and that's all they want to do is bust it down. They ain't going to try to get in no relationship with you. They ain't going to take you serious. So be careful of what you're doing and how you're presenting yourself out here to the world. You have to, because if you want a type of attention from the type of man that you like, without him looking at you at a certain way or looking at you as an object, stop treating yourself like an object. Stop dressing like you an object and dress like a respectable woman. And then you could probably have a better opportunity or a better chance with that type of guy that you want. Because the guy who actually wants to marry a woman, who actually wants to be in a committed relationship to a woman, wants to bring her home to mommy and daddy, you need to make sure you're presentable. Not just for that time being, no, always putting yourself in that position. Because if you don't, guess what? Yeah, because guess what? Recreational use only. Shout out to Cooley. Straight up.
Where she want to dress however she dresses, just because a nigga is freaky. But what you gotta have.
And mind you, let me say this. Now let the video play. Most niggas are freaky. They are. But a lot of them have control over it. They have a lot of control. They understand. It's like, all right, bro. Yeah, I'll bust it down, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't finna go crazy over this. I ain't finna go crazy over no box. Then you got some niggas who are a very small percentage of men who gonna take that shit to the extra mile. And them the ones that you gotta watch out for. But it's a very small percentage of those type of guys. Majority of guys will not act on how they're feeling inside. They'll hone that shit in. They'll be like, hey man, listen. Yeah, I'll bust it down like that motherfucking. Hey, she making it move back there, but I'm good. I'm straight. It ain't that serious. And I'm gonna keep it pushing. I'm gonna just admire her from afar, and I'm gonna keep it pushing.
No, that's different.
I just want to say this. This is the fact. Think about it this way: you had one nigga that was freaky mode, right? But if you over here putting your boobies out or whatnot, how many niggas' attention you gonna be grabbing? Because at this point, the way you're representing yourself, you're gonna get more attention, obviously. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So then the sad part is
y'all does matter.
Y'all be enough to control your urges.
Right.
Most men do control their urges. What are you talking about? Most men do control their urges. You're taking one specific situation and you're trying to put that on all men. When you say all men, most men are horny niggas. But there's context to that. Most of those men aren't going to act on that horniness. They're going to hone that shit in. Just because that one goofball took a picture of you because you got a voluptuous backside at a skating ring, he decided to take a picture of you, that don't mean every other nigga gonna do that.
No.
Yeah, but the way you dressed up represents, yeah.
Man, you
even got the bull dag over here. Nah, you got the bulldog over here, bro. She even telling you gotta cover that shit up. So if it's coming from another chick, you need to listen.
Like,
man, you don't also Ashley, you know what?
And you also gotta understand there are men out there too. Like, not every man is gonna respect what you got going on. Even as a woman, you got a right to dress however you want, but not all men are gonna be there to save you if in the case something happens.
No, let me problem. That's not the woman's
But see,
problem.
but check this out, man. We're in such a first world society. We're in such a first world country that y'all don't even know the real dangers that motherfuckers really protect y'all from.
Facts.
You really think about it. You don't even understand it because you live in a first world society and you got all this covering with like police, the whole nine. Everything is already split up for y'all to move around accordingly. But if you was in a real reckless place, you can't even play them games like that.
Facts.
Right.
You got to move accordingly, and you need men around you.
Facts.
I tell you this, what Jay, I'm a United States combat veteran, right? I served this country, Operation Iraqi Freedom, February 03 to May 04, right?
Okay.
Appreciate your service.
Yeah, appreciate your services, man.
Thank you. I've been to several third world countries, and the way that modernized Western women dress, you would get your head chopped off in these other countries dressing like
clean.
That. And I don't care if you just want to show a little bit of shoulder or you want to wear some tight jeans because you got curves. Nope, they don't play that. Not over there. So Ash, I hear you. But here's the thing. Think about math. You're talking about a minority of men who can't control themselves. Yep. I give you that, but that's why there's rules and regulations in place to hold these weirdos accountable. It's called jail. So if a dude is recording, you could have pressed charges or worst case scenario. You know what I mean?
You can't do that. They don't do anything for that. I done been exercising at Lake Mirror and had a nigga recording me and done had the police called. They can't do nothing. As long as they don't physically harm you, they can't do anything. So as women, we are subjected to a lot of bullshit from men, and we aren't protected. So we have to protect ourselves. That's not always true. And then now, especially as Black women, we scared to even call the motherfucking police because at the end of the day, goddamn, we may be the one ended up in.
I'll tell you this. There's always going to be a guy right around the corner that's going to protect you. I really don't know what you're saying on that behalf. There's always going to be a guy that's standing up. That's a fact. If a girl is getting beat up by a guy in public, man, you know how many guys going to jump in to stop it?
Actually, I got your back. I got you. Send the act.
No, they're not.
I'm not one of them. I'm definitely not one of them.
Hey, I'm be honest. It possibly
be one of them, but they are there.
If a guy is attacking a guy is attacking a girl, most likely, I'm not saying they're not going to record, but most likely it's going to be guys that's going to jump in and stop it.
Women, I promise you, women will jump in before a man jump in.
Did you know that majority of the people who love and enjoy my content are not subscribers? By subscribing, it ensures that you never miss any more live streams, tips, or hot topics. Plus, the support that you give, it allows me to continue to keep giving you the content that you love. So if you gain any value here, be sure to subscribe right now. And let's get back to the video.
Yeah, it just depends, Jay. It just depends. It depends on the situation.
Women will jump in to protect the female before a nigga jump in. I promise you that. Now look up a bunch of fighting videos. It be women jumping in. I've seen a lot of.
Yeah, listen, I might agree with on that just because. I might agree with on that just simply because most of they trying to get involved in that shit, man. Because you got a lot of crazy niggas out here who might got a pistol on them and they ready to pull that hoe at any given time and they don't care if they got to go to jail or not. So therefore, motherfuckers is like, you know what? I'm gonna keep on walking. I might call the police from a distance or I might record it just so that way, you know, there's footage and there's receipts to it. But also, a lot of times men look at it from this aspect too. What the fuck did she do? Why is it that why he up here hitting on her like that right here in public? What the fuck did she do? What the fuck did she do? What did she provoke? So you gotta, that's what I'm saying. So it's hard for a man to just go and jump in there just because like, hey, a woman getting her shit beat on. Like, hey, and not, I'm not saying that I advocate for it. Listen, please understand me. I don't advocate for anybody putting their hands on anybody. I don't advocate for women putting their hands on men. I don't advocate for men putting their hands on women. But when you look at the context, when you look at everything as a whole, it's like, hey, I don't know what she did to provoke him. I don't know what that story is or what that situation is about, but I do not want to get involved because niggas be crashing out for no fucking reason. So I'd rather not. I'd rather just sit back and call the police and let them figure that shit out. Cause I'm not finna jump in. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm not doing it. Connor and Timmy and fucking Tanner, they might jump in. Shit. Not me. Absolutely not.
Guys jump
to
in.
protect the woman before a man will jump in.
A lot of guys
be like, man,
it was a
and he'd be the one recording.
It was a fight. It was a fight that broke out in Disney World a couple years ago. Dude was crashing out. He was hitting a few of the women that was in his own group. You know who stepped in? Other guys. You see, you forget. You think about just black guys. White guys gonna crash out and jump in too. You forget that it's gonna be other ethnicity groups that's gonna jump in and crash out. You think about just a black dude. The white guy's gonna jump in.
A white guy jumping for a black guy.
Just because he thirsty for the action.
That's a fact.
He wanna be Rambo.
I want to throw hands. Come on.
He ready for it. A lot of them just jump in. They just be gung ho. So you can't sit here and say guys ain't gonna jump in and try and protect women from situations.
I'm not saying guys won't. I'm just saying majority of the time, women will jump in before a man jump in.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing either.
I think it goes both ways. It depends on the situation.
Ain't got to do with me. Some people just keep it moving, man. You don't know what that guy did to that boy to make him this.
You're gonna have the people that keep it moving too. That's true. Like,
especially in this culture, people don't fight. People do fight, but again, I'm from New York City. It's a lot of guns out here.
Different. That's from
A lot of guns out here. Ain't nobody fighting.
Yeah, but check this out.
And if I lose,
ain't nobody fighting.
I actually wanted to play something, but we started getting into the topic. I'm gonna just play this. I want to say this is the last clip, but it ties into the Felicia Rashad situation.
All right, so that's all I wanted to talk to on that aspect, man. Shout out to JB Reacts on his shit. Shit's pretty dope. Man. Hopefully one day I might jump on a panel. We'll see. I may or may not. We'll see. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hey man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy. Yo, also make sure you tap into the Patreon, man. I will be doing more interviews in the Patreon where we're going to talk about people who are in different industries, who are killing it, who are successful in the industry. So if you want golden nuggets on how to become successful, how to level up, how to get your bag up, you definitely want to tap into the Patreon. Also, make sure you're here next Tuesday, y'all. I got a special guest coming on the platform on next Tuesday. That's April 15th. I don't know if y'all remember her or not, but this is the chick from Pop the Balloon. She was the girl who was who was going in on Buddy when she was talking about from your day-to-day speak. I don't want a guy that sounds like my brother. If y'all remember her, just know she's going to be on my show. Her name is Rizoma. She will be on the show next Tuesday, telling us about the Pop the Balloon and what she's doing after that, what happened, and everything in between. So make sure you're here for that as well. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, man. And also, if you love this type of content, if you want to show your support, the link is in the comments. Also, the link is in the description. And until next time, my good people, I'll see you, big dog.